As Ayanda grew into a young woman, suitors from neighboring villages came seeking her hand in marriage. But Nkosana, wanting only the best for his beloved daughter, devised a series of trials to test the suitor's worthiness. The first trial began at the break of dawn, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson. Nkosana gathered the suitors beneath the ancient baobab tree at the center of the village and presented them with a challenge. "Before you lies a path shrouded in darkness," Nkosana proclaimed. "Only those with wit and cunning will find their way through. Solve the riddle I present to you, and you shall take one step closer to winning my daughter's hand." The suitors listened intently as Nkosana posed his riddle. "I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?" The suitors pondered the riddle, their brows furrowed in concentration. Some whispered amongst themselves, while others furiously scratched their heads in search of an answer. But it was Jabari, a young hunter from a distant village, who stepped forward with a confident smile. "The answer is a pencil," Jabari declared. "For it is taken from the earth, encased in wood, and used by many for writing and drawing." Nkosana nodded in approval, impressed by Jabari's quick thinking and sharp intellect. With the first trial complete, the suitors eagerly awaited the next challenge. For the second trial, Nkosana led the suitors to the edge of the village, where a mighty river flowed with swift and turbulent waters. He pointed to a small island in the middle of the river, barely visible in the distance. "Your task is simple yet perilous," Nkosana announced. "Cross the river and retrieve the golden flower that blooms on the island. But beware, for the waters are treacherous, and only the strongest among you will succeed." The suitors gazed out at the river, its surface churning and frothing with white foam. Some hesitated, daunted by the prospect of crossing the raging currents, while others steeled themselves for the challenge ahead. Undeterred, Jabari stepped forward once more, his gaze fixed on the distant island. With a determined look in his eyes, he waded into the river, his muscles straining against the powerful current. With each step, the water rose higher, threatening to sweep him away. But Jabari pressed on, his resolve unyielding. He reached the island just as the sun dipped below the horizon, its golden rays illuminating the flower in a halo of light. With the golden flower in hand, Jabari returned to the village to a chorus of cheers and applause. Once again, he had proven himself worthy of Nkosana's daughter, his courage and determination shining brightly for all to see. But the trials were far from over, for Nkosana had one final test in store for the suitors. As night fell and the stars twinkled overhead, he gathered them once more beneath the baobab tree for the ultimate challenge. "Tonight, you will be tested not by strength or intellect, but by the goodness of your heart," Nkosana declared. "For love is not just about winning a prize, but about caring for others and putting their needs before your own." With that, Nkosana presented each suitor with a simple wooden bowl filled with rice grains. Their task was to feed the hungry children of the village who had gathered around them, their bellies empty and their eyes wide with longing. As the suitors set about their task, some approached the children with kindness and compassion, offering them food with gentle smiles and warm words. Others, however, treated the children with indifference or disdain, their hearts hardened by selfishness and pride. But it was Jabari who once again distinguished himself, his generosity and empathy shining like a beacon in the darkness. He knelt beside the children, his hands scooping handfuls of rice from the bowl and offering it to them with a tender touch. With each grain of rice, Jabari filled not only their empty stomachs but also their hearts with hope and gratitude. And as the children ate, their laughter filled the night air, a joyful symphony of innocence and love. Moved by Jabari's selflessness, Nkosana smiled knowingly, his heart overflowing with pride for the young hunter who had captured his daughter's heart. For in the end, it was not strength or intellect that won the day, but the simple act of kindness that bound them all together in love. And so, as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Nkosana proclaimed Jabari the winner of his daughter's hand in marriage, his heart filled with hope for the future. And as the village celebrated their union with feasting and dancing, the echoes of their joy rang out across the savannah, a testament to the enduring power of love. In the weeks and months that followed, Jabari and Ayanda embarked on a new journey together, their love stronger than ever before. And as they walked hand in hand beneath the shade of the baobab tree, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in the bond that had been forged in the trials of Nkosana. For theirs was a love that transcended time and space, a love that had been tested and proven true, a love that would endure for all eternity in the heart of Africa.